I was starting this mastermind program because I had a conversation with a guy. He knew I was well connected from all the stuff I was doing, organizing events around town. And he said, if I had your network, I would facilitate mastermind groups. If you can get a room of people who are similar and working on something together, like magic happens. And if you can facilitate that, then you can be paid for that. And I thought I could do that. So I started forming these mastermind groups. And that was really great because effectively that allowed me to scale a high hourly rate across 5 people at a time, because like I'm spending an hour with 5 people. The program itself wasn't that expensive, but you take their contribution times 5 per hour, and it was pretty meaningful. And it gave me a lot of time back. So I realized pretty quickly that what I wanted was to not sell my time for money. I didn't actually like doing the freelance work because it mostly sucked.
You're just setting a MailChimp.
Yeah, like it was like writing copy. And I worked with some bigger and bigger clients. Like at one point I worked with Atlassian and Ohio State. I worked with like one of the biggest auto manufacturers on the planet. It was fine, but like what value is that giving me long term? It's giving me the value to sell to another client, I guess, but it just felt like I wasn't building a future for myself. I wasn't actually building on top of anything. And I realized that my real future was building my own projects. And in the world of product management, for me to create a product, I had to talk to a customer, design it in my mind, talk to an engineer, talk to a designer, and then hopefully all of us together could come up with that thing that I wanted to make. Inevitably, there were trade-offs because of feasibility or timelines or budget or this person's opinion over here. But in the world of content, when it came to writing or creating a podcast, I could do whatever I wanted, and it could just be me. And that was so amazing to go from I need to work through people to get the outcome I want to I just need to learn skills and I can do whatever I want and make things on my terms without compromising. So 3 months before I quit my job, I had begun writing an email newsletter simply as an exercise to prove to myself that I was creative, because I worked with a coach. He realized I had this limiting belief that I did not think I was a creative person. And that was holding me back from going out on my own or quitting my job, because I thought that I had to be the operator or the integrator for somebody else. And so just as an exercise and to prove to myself that I had ideas, I started writing a daily newsletter. And I did it publicly because that was a forcing function. I have like a crippling fear of failing publicly. So if I told people that they could expect to hear from me every day, that was the forcing function of getting me to do it.